After the final call echoed across one earth, the ancient lion lifted its gaze, sensing humanity's choice had finally changed fate. From sacred clay plains, the lion stepped forward as tribes and cities alike paused, listening not to profit, but to life. Old wounds of land and spirit trembled, yet turquoise light returned, signaling that protection had replaced endless taking. The lion's breath became wind of law and promise, carrying new guardianship across borders where greed once ruled. Children watched as elders bowed to forests and seas, learning survival blooms when respect guides human hands gently. Beside the lion, broken rivers healed, their reflections proving that listening could restore what centuries destroyed long ago. Policies carved in stone followed ancient wisdom, as the lion marked paths where coexistence replaced conquest forever now. Night drums echoed while the lion rested, knowing humanity's awakened heart had begun guarding tomorrow at last together. Stars mirrored turquoise fire in the lion's eyes, reflecting a world choosing balance over dominion at last again. Thus the final call became a beginning, and the lion walked onward with humanity as one living story. As dawn rose, the lion crossed renewed valleys where silence once screamed, sensing the land slowly forgiving humanity's past choices. Communities gathered around the lion's path, discovering unity grows stronger when nature is honored, not divided or owned. Ancient songs returned through wind and stone, as the lion reminded humanity that memory itself can heal the future. Where factories once darkened skies, turquoise light shimmered, proving restraint can birth abundance beyond imagined limits. The lion's steady steps echoed new agreements, written not only by leaders, but by countless awakened hearts. Forests stood taller as guardians emerged, understanding protection is not sacrifice, but a sacred inheritance. Beside the lion, oceans calmed their fury, reflecting humanity's promise to listen before acting again. Old borders faded beneath starlight, while the lion showed life belongs to earth, not to flags. From clay deserts to sacred waters, balance returned as humanity learned power means care, not control. The lion paused, knowing this awakening was fragile, yet strong enough to carry hope forward together. Children followed the lion's shadow, learning early that guardianship begins with wonder, respect, and listening deeply to the living world. Rivers ran clearer as forgotten promises were kept, the lion witnessing trust slowly returning between humanity and earth. Through ancient ruins, the lion sensed ancestors smiling, knowing their warnings had finally reached open hearts. Cities softened their edges, allowing roots, wings, and paws to coexist within shared breath and sacred rhythm. The lion's mane glowed turquoise at twilight, a sign that spirit awakens when action follows awareness. Hunters became protectors, builders became healers, as the lion walked among choices reshaped by conscience. Storms grew gentler, responding to balance restored, while the lion reminded all harmony is an ongoing vow. Across continents, voices aligned without command, proving unity rises naturally when fear releases control. The lion gazed toward distant horizons, sensing this story now belonged to every living being. With each shared step forward, humanity learned the final call was never an ending, but an invitation. As forests breathed again, the lion felt time slow, allowing wounds of centuries to close gently. Elders gathered beneath open skies, retelling myths not as legends, but as living responsibilities renewed. The lion's footsteps echoed like drums, reminding humanity that every action leaves a rhythm upon earth. Sacred laws replaced hollow profit, and the lion watched balance rise where greed once ruled. Oceans shimmered with returning life, reflecting the lion's gaze as forgiveness flowed through salt and tide. No throne claimed the lion, for true leadership walked beside, never above, the fragile world. Night skies burned brighter, stars seeming closer, as if ancestors leaned in to witness this turning age. The lion rested among blooming plains, knowing protection begins when vigilance becomes love. Human hands reached outward, not to conquer, but to safeguard what could never be owned. Thus the world shifted quietly, guided not by fear, but by the courage to listen. From mountain to shoreline, the lion sensed earth remembering itself, scars transforming into sacred markings of survival. Languages differed, yet intention unified, as humanity finally spoke the ancient dialect of care. The lion's eyes reflected generations unborn, already shaped by choices made in this awakened era. Fire was tempered, stone was respected, and progress learned to kneel before life. In shared silence, people understood protection was not sacrifice, but inheritance. The lion stood at the center of no nation, belonging equally to all who guarded Earth. Wine carried this lesson forward, ensuring forgetting would never again come so easily. Nature did not forgive nor condemn. It responded, as it always had, to intention made real. As the lion faded into legend, its presence remained, living within every mindful decision. And so the final call echoed endlessly, asking each generation the same question: will you listen again?